Oh my God, good morning! Okay, sorry for that over-the-top, overly excited hello, but hello. And if you're still watching me, thank you! I'm so sorry. I have flaked on you guys for like 3 months, and I still love you. Sorry. Let me catch you up. So today is August 15th, payday. Yes. Solon. My dog is scratching himself and going nuts. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try to make this just a quick little update because I think my battery's about to die. But, okay, so we are in the midst of a whole bunch of stuff right now, which is why I haven't been getting around to making any vlogs. As you know, my husband came home from deployment at the beginning of June. We had a great 2 weeks together at home. He did everything with the kids. He totally, like, you know, my day off, like, I didn't have to do anything. Like, I didn't have to do anything around the house. It was like the best vacation I've had in years and years and years, probably even before I had kids. So that was awesome. And the reason why he did that was not just to give me a break because he had just come home from deployment, but because he was going up to see some friends at like the end of June. And he was going to be gone for like a week after just being deployed. So he really owed me big time. So that's why he decided to do that. And then he was out of town, and that was hard for me. For some reason, like after the deployment, we were just kind of starting to re-gel, and then he went out of town again, and so it was really hard. But, you know, then he was back, and everything was cool. And then the beginning of July, we went on vacation to Disney World, which is only like an hour and a half away, which is really cool. And what we did was we rented a cabin at the Cabins at Fort Wilderness on the Disney World Resort, and it was really great. We had enough room for everybody, and the girls had their own separate room, and it was really awesome. And we did a whole bunch of fun things: horseback riding and swimming and boat riding, and it was really great. And then on the 4th of July, we went to the Magic Kingdom, which it was our first time, and as you can imagine, it was very crowded. Not only that, there was a really bad storm that day, so kind of got rained out. But overall, it was really fun. We saw the fireworks and everything, so that was a great vacation. And then we came home and still had about a week after that before Brian had to go back to work. And so now Brian's been back to work for about a month. And right now, like I said, we're in the midst of a whole bunch of things. We are refinancing our house because right now we have 5.25%. We're going to refinance down to 3.25, I think it is, or between 3.25 and 3.75. And we're going to, we have a VA loan, and so the VA does what's called a cash out allowance when you refinance of up to 95% of the equity that you have in your house. So we're going to be doing that. And Madison's first day of school is next week, first day of kindergarten. And so I've had to be getting her registered, getting physicals done, stuff like that. Then we're starting family counseling this week. It was just primary season, so I had to vote. We're doing the family counseling, you know, just because of the family, like, the reintegration and everything. Everything's been going really well, but some days, you know, we just think maybe we could benefit from counseling, Brian and I, and also me and the kids. But to tell you the truth, things have been going very well lately, and I'll get into that in a minute. What else has been going on? Oh, Brian is selling his Mustang and a 67 Impala and buying a new car at the same time. So because we can't get our cash out of our VA loan until we refinance, that's too long. So he had to go get a personal loan, which was a whole nother headache. And then I've been kind of purging the house of like old bills and papers and just I'm always trying to reorganize. I'm always trying to make things simpler. So that's kind of what I've been trying to do with that. What else? Oh, I start classes up again on the 29th of August. This is the last class I need before I think I can certify to be a CPT coder, which is like medical coding and billing. And there's certain classes that I need to be certified so that I can actually get a job, which I hope to get a job part-time from home. But then I still have like 10 or 12 classes after that before I get my associate's degree, which can also help me get a job later. If I don't want to get a job now, I can use it later for when the kids are in school. And speaking of kids, we are trying to get pregnant, hopefully with a boy. And we could not try in June because Brian was out of town, and then we did try last month, and it was to no avail. But we are going to keep trying. You know, it could take up to a year, given my age of 31, 32 next month. And so we're just going to keep trying. And we are actually trying to gender sway for a boy. And let me know if you would like to know more about that. And I'll talk about a little bit more about that in the next vlog if you guys are interested. Still addicted to Pinterest, still coming up with ideas from there for the house, and finding cool things to buy that I don't necessarily need from there. What else was I going to tell you? I think that's about like all the big news that's going on right now, except for the fact that I have gained all the weight back. I started these vlogs March 17th, 2011. And between March of 2011 and November of 2011, I had lost 30 pounds. I had gone down to 155, was my lowest about the time of our family cruise and / mental breakdown. I was down at my lowest weight of 155, and since November of 2011, I have gained back all the weight plus maybe a couple pounds. So I think I'm between like 185, 190 right now. And that was due to the fact that I was not cooking really while Brian was gone. I was stressed, so I was eating out a lot for time and just for comfort. Just back to bad habits. But recently I have been trying. I did try Nutrisystem, which put in the comments if you want me to talk more about that, and I'll talk more about that. I'm not doing that anymore. And but I did buy a new pair of running shoes this last week. So I'm actually trying to do a couch to 5K. And so my plan is, since we are already paying for a membership to the Y, to go to Body Flow, which I love, which is a Les Mills workout that my YMCA offers. It's at 11 o'clock on Mondays and Wednesdays with my favorite instructor that I haven't been able to go to for the last year because of Madison's preschool schedule. But anyway, I am planning to go do that on Monday and Wednesday, today being Wednesday, hopefully today. And then on Tuesday and Thursday, I plan to be trying to run on the treadmill. And then on Friday, I'll try to do some strength training or something like different. That's my plan. It's not really coming to fruition yet, but that's the plan. And so the last thing that I wanted to mention was what I was mentioning earlier about me and the kids and, things getting along with the schedule and everything. And that being that there was a point in time that my 2-year-old and newly 3-year-old was still in a crib. But then it came into, potty training and that, so she transitioned out of the crib, and then when that happened, things weren't going smoothly in the morning where Alana was content in her crib and kind of asleep in and out until like 8 or 9, more like 9:30 sometimes. And Madison would get up at about 7 and then come out here, wake me up, and then my bedroom is right next to the living room, and then she would keep my door open and just sit out here and watch TV. And I would sleep until like 9:30 and then get everybody up, and then there was never really any rhyme or reason to anything. But once Alana came out of the crib, all that changed, and the two of them just got into trouble, and so needless to say, I've been getting up between 6 and 7 every morning. Do you see my picture? And there's Alana now. Oh, thank you. Also, I love you too. And also, we've been trying a new discipline strategy called the Kids Points System. If you're interested in that, let me know. I'll talk about it in my next vlog. And so ever since I've been getting up early in the morning, I have a bit more of an actual schedule. And although I hate mornings, things have been working out really well. Here's my kiddos.
Hi, guys.
Okay, so I'm going to go now. Thank you guys so much for continuing to watch. And love ya, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. Bye.